The time is 7:50 in the morning time on this Monday morning, November 5th, 2018. It is time for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Monday morning, November 5th, 2018. Good morning to you all this lovely Monday morning, November 5th, 2018. Back to work, back to school. 37 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News at 7:51 is Democrats pardon the unthinkable. What if they lose? In Georgia, 11-hour daggers over voting system. Mexico City receives first wave from migrant caravan. SoftBank CEO says Kishaki murder may have some impact on Sunny. Back Vision Fund. Sears hopes to sell some to service.com. Bryson DeChambeau claims 5th PGA Tour victory at Shadows Hospital Children Open. Wisconsin community mourns deaths of 3 Girl Scouts, 1 parent. Nurse who treated Pittsburgh he had no idea I was Jewish. 11-year-old shoots grandmother kills self after refuses to clean his room, police said. Mother could have soon more back in the news. Iran's Rouhani warns of war situation as U.S. sanctions resume. Last 4 flights have crashed by. The air jet had problems with airspeed indicator. New counterintelligence votes to raid part of the threat. What comes next? North Korea issues nuclear threat ahead of high-level talks with U.S. Holiday shop flipping begins early and rent them. Amazon drops its free shipping minimum for the holidays. Elon Musk board committee shows up its distributor log LA tunnel. World stocks rally. Peters out of the straight. Fed warriors dominate. Asian shares stock sell-off as risk delivered stores powered Burrs gates. Stocks now down 191 at 25 to 70.83. SP5 down 17.31 at 27.23.06 and Nasdaq down 77.06 at 73.56.99. Quincy, President's fall to Foxbury 2-1 in the open round of the D2 South sectional. After 9 years in orbit, Kepler telescope leaves out legacy of discovery. BU researchers make first link to transmitter to receiver CTE to genes. Revealed the secret of the port's daffodil. Wave of time change tips to stay healthy during the dark winter days ahead. Spanking is infected and harmful to children. Researchers group said FDA offers opioid painkiller 1,000 times stronger than morphine. Vaccine campaign launched in overnight neighborhood amid measles outbreak and bedweight girders like 8 years ago deaths for rat lungworm. South Korea's leading figure in Me Too files combination suit. Haruki Murakami to donate manuscripts to the Wesleyan University. The trial of notorious Mexican drug kingpin Joaquin El Chapo Guzman starts Monday with a jury selection in New York City. Tornado that killed 2 in Baltimore caused delays for Amazon deliveries. Peter Joe News Time, 7:54. Time now for a sports report. The North Lancers boys soccer team blanked Dover Sherman yesterday in the MIA D3 South Sector first round game. 1-0 yesterday at Northern Field in Wheaton College. And they'll be moving on to meet the Medway Mustangs on Tuesday in the quarterfinal game in Medway at 6:30 p.m. The Boston Celtics will have a game tonight in Denver against the Denver Nuggets. Game time 9 o'clock. At night, the Boston Bruins will have a game in Dallas against the Dallas Stars. Game time Boston Bruins be at the Garden tonight against the Dallas Stars at 7 o'clock. And New England Patriots yesterday defeated the Green Bay Packers 31-17 as Brady Rogers may be the GOAT quarterbacks, but no one is better than Belichick. Saints won by 11 because ball with South Carolina and the LA Rams fell 45-35 to the All Saints. Red Sox Braves lead with 3 wins each to the Gold Glove Awards and put Trail Blazers ball to Minnesota Timberwolves 111-81. Peter Chittle news time, 7:56. Time now for Peter Chittle. Traffic and transit check. Baby! Let's start off on the NBA with Ocean Line. First delays after 20 minutes due to early disabled trade with a big character who should have balled in center. Fairmont trade 7:52, 7:50 from Wayville's up at 10-20 minutes late between Fairmont and Substation due to slippery rail conditions. Western trade 5:05, 6:10 a.m. from Substation up and Substation up at 15-20 minutes behind due to later round inbound trade. Walpole trade 7:41, 6:40 a.m. from Substation up at Partner Substations up at 45 minutes behind due to later round equipment. Greenwich trade 7:4, 7:03 inbound is up at 10-20 minutes late between East Women and Substation due to trade traffic. Haven trade 286, 7:30 and mid-mart is offered 10-20 minutes behind between Reddit and North Station due to slippery rail conditions. Kingston trade 033, 7:11 a.m. from Substation up, part of Substation up at 25-35 minutes due to later round inbound train. Lowell trade 310, 7:40 a.m. inbound as part of Lowell Station is up at 20 minutes later to North Station due to slippery rail conditions. Middlebury trade 008, 7:20 mid-mart is part of Middlebury is up at 25-30 minutes late into the late round equipment. Newberry Needham train, so far, 6:01, 7:05 a.m. Substation up at 20-30 minutes between Bellevue and the United due to slippery rail conditions at Newburyport train 153, 6:26 a.m. North Station up at 10-25 minutes later to Newburyport due to slippery rail conditions at Apartment Street 803, 6:30 up at 23 minutes late between Morgan's Apartments due to late round equipment. And Thursday out looking good. Okay, let's take a look at that. I was at Bowie's in Rhode Island. 95, South Baptist, over to Kentucky, South Providence. 85, North Baptist, over to Work in Providence. Jamestown, Newport Bridges are looking good. Mount Bridges looking good. Mount Bridges, South Baptist, it's looking a little slow. And Sakata River Bridge, it's a little slow. 146 to the South Baptist, over to 59.5 downtown Providence. 295, North Baptist, over Route 1 and 95 at Attleboro Stretch. 295 at North Baptist, over to 37 Work ahead to Johnson. 295 South Baptist, after Route 6 to Johnson. 146 both ends about to go to North Smith and Stretch. 99 North Baptist, over between 126 and 122 in the North Smith and Stretch. 95 North Baptist, over between Attleboro down to 128 in Kenton. 20 more North Baptist, so around 120 in Taunton and Nebraska between Harrison Boulevard 8 on 128 in Kenton. Route 3 at the North Baptist, between 220 and the Rock Ladder of the Break 3 split. 7 Expressway, both ends about between Boston down and the Break 3 split, and 128 at both ends about between 24 Kenton all the way down to the Break 3 split. 128 North Baptist back to all the way to Route 20 Waltham. 128 at North Baptist with Peabody Stretch. 128 South Baptist with your Route 1 and Peabody all the way down to Route 2 in Waltham and Lexington. 128 back to between Break 3 split down to 20 Waltham. 3 South Baptist between 495 low down to 128 in Burlington. 93 South Baptist over to the downtown Boston. 93 both ends of downtown Boston. Back up Mass Pike East Baptist over between Framingham and the South Asian Expressway. 485 at North Baptist or Milford out of the Mass Pike in Westburg. 485 Haybrand Square, Route 2 in Littleton. 485 at the South Baptist in this over between North all the way down to Andover. 485 at the North Baptist on the Chelmsford Stretch and 190 on the North Baptist so it's Sterling Stretch and 190 South Baptist open for today. Worcester today, East Baptist 146 Route 9 in Worcester. Peter Childers time 7:59. Time now for a weather report and looking at the radar. It is a cloudy start to the morning for much of the region. And we're looking at some rain showers down around southwestern Connecticut from New Haven down to Greenwich and coming in, and it's stretching all the way down to central west Long Island and coming to much of New York City and much of New Jersey. And raining in central to western portion of New York State, some heavy bend rain showers with east central Pennsylvania from south of Scranton out of Pottstown. And raining from Pennsylvania, and it's raining heavily down around Baltimore and Annapolis, down around Washington, D.C., and northeastern portions of Virginia. And raining lightly around the Albany area. And some snow flurries in upstate New York and rain up in Ontario and around Ogdensburg. Okay, futurecast. The rain will make its way towards Hartford by about 10 a.m. and then It'll be raining around, little light rain around Worcester and around the Bareback Valley by about 11:33, and then 1 o'clock. It'll be raining heavily down around New York State and around Pennsylvania and down around the Delmarva Peninsula and around the New York to D.C. quarter by about 1 o'clock. And then by about 5 o'clock, it'll be raining in southern Rhode Island and southern Connecticut. And then it'll be raining throughout the night tonight in the southern New England. Right now, it is in the upper 30s, low to mid 40s in tourist southern New England. It's in the upper 40s, close to 50 degrees in Cape Downs, and mid upper 40s in southern Rhode Island and on the coastal Connecticut. And it is in the 30s, much of northern with 29 degrees. We in Berlin, New Hampshire. It is in the upper 20s. Much of northern Maine. Alright, look at that forecast. Goes like this. Today, rain like Maine after 4 p.m. Clouds got about 50 degrees and Calgary becoming east around 5 miles an afternoon. Chance is 6%. New Orleans about 3. The temperature is possible tonight. Rain maybe before 3 a.m. Patchwork blood 45 degrees. East, wind about 5 miles and Calgary midnight. Chance is 8%. New Orleans about 3. Quite an average possible for today. Rain like was possibly a thunderstorm. Then chance and possibly a thunderstorm after 4 p.m. Some storms business every way, Patchwork before noon. The either 62 degrees and calm wind giving us out at 8 miles in the afternoon. Chest pitch is 8%. New possibly 10 quarter-inch possible plus thunderstorms. So tonight, showers possibly a thunderstorm before midnight. Then a slight chance of showers between midnight and 1 a.m. Clouds got through the early evening. Gradual clear wind had low at 48 degrees. And southwest about 5 or 9 miles an hour. Chest pitch is 7%. New pitch about 10 quarter-inch possible thunderstorms for Wednesday, Saturday, most crisp about 60 about 40 degrees. West about 5 7 miles an hour. For Thursday, Saturday, most crisp about 53 about 35 degrees. Friday, showers likely before noon. Mid afternoon, most putts mostly cast by 51 about 39 degrees. Chance space is 6%. For Saturday, putts the putt cast by 50 about 30 degrees. And for Thursday, Saturday, about 45 degrees. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Water News this Monday morning, November 5th, 2018. 41 degrees in North Massachusetts overcast skies. Peter, don't be have a good morning. Good night. Don't be have a wonderful day.